Then we move on to international service for human rights. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I deliver this statement on behalf of the ISHR. The Assyrian Human Rights Network also share the views expressed. On February 23rd, Rامينا, a 35-year-old mother and a Syrian writer, has been kidnapped with her kids by the so-called Islamic State after it attacked 34 Assyrian towns in Syria. These attacks resulted in the abduction of 235 civilians, among them 89 women, 39 children, the killing of at least 10 civilians, the destruction of 3 churches, and forcibly displacing 1,400 families. Assyrian civilians have also been subjected to indiscriminate attacks, such as attacking a Syrian village of Tal Nasri in November 2012 by the Syrian Air Force. Tens of Assyrian activists and political leaders were arbitrarily arrested by the Syrian authorities. These egregious attacks, arguably amounting to crimes against humanity, reveal both the brutality of IS but also the lack of will of Syrian and Iraqi officials to protect their citizens. In light of these horrific events, we call upon the Council to provide protection to Assyrian Christians consistent with the principle of the responsibility to protect through establishing a safe haven for them, provide displaced families with humanitarian relief, take firm stand against impunity for all international crimes committed against Chaldean Syriac Assyrian people by referring these situations to the ICC, urge the Syrian government to release all persons arbitrarily detained, including human rights defenders and political leaders, including the head of the Assyrian Democratic Organization, Mr. Gabriel Moshe, and deploy extensive efforts to obtain a release of 235 persons abducted by ISIS. Mr. President, Rامينا once wrote a poem saying, "I will raise my voice and make the songs fly, my songs fly, so that the entire world will hear me." This council must not allow the brutality of ISIS or the inaction of states to silence her voice. Thank you.
The next